Hi everyone and welcome. So I'm going to make a video that I was first a bit resistant to doing. And this is from a channeling that I got around a week ago, I think. Where they said that they were going to take me through some of Earth's history. And it is basically mainly 21 to 24, but I also made a comment up to 2030. And it really shows just by calling it the Earth's history, the perspective of no time and space and being outside of our reality and what we can actually access in that sense, which I think was very beautiful. But now back to my resistance. So as my guides have been teaching me over the last years, and which is a perspective I really hold, is to not be too focused on certain dates or certain different types of points in time, and to attach to that and have expectation around what is going to happen on this specific day, and that this is happening right then, and people sort of telling what is to come, because of the aspect of us that then gets very focused on something and can forget or come out of that openness and being open for what is coming in and actually going through the process that is necessary in order for something to happen at that point or another point in time. And even though something can happen or specific energy is being in play on specific dates, for example, it might be that some people experience it a bit in advance and some people a bit afterwards, and some people might not be as affected or really matching those energies and might be more working with other energies on other points in time. And also the aspect of giving your power away to something, oh, I heard this person saying, or I read this thing that said that this and this is going to happen, and then you sort of limit your mind and expect and just think in that direction, which limits and take out a whole lot of potentials and opportunities for growth. And giving your power away is never a good idea. And so when they told me to share this information about these years to come, I said that it doesn't match. What about process, and what about different timelines and potentials, and being open to that, and things that might be able to shift, or it didn't really make that much sense to me. And then they said, which it shifted a lot for me, because they said that the intention behind this message and the energy about or behind this message from these blue beings that came with this message to me is for the human to really see the work they're doing, to see the power they have to shift things, to see the shift we are in, to see the growth. And it's not at all about taking any power away and saying that this is going to happen to you. It is to give insight and really access your own power, in the sense that you see what you are actually doing. You see how much your frequency and the work you are doing in this at times very difficult time and year that we're going through, how the work you're doing and how, you know, getting up every day and doing the things, taking all the waves that comes, how much that actually shifts for the whole of humanity and for our planet. So it's not about a specific date that something is going to happen to humanity or to the planet. It is about seeing how fast things are actually shifting. And that is because of the work the humans are doing. Yes, many working with other consciousnesses, with the inner earth, with galactics, with other, like all kinds of realms. But the human is really doing the work, walking the talk and walking through the shift, because the walk is the shift. And so they said that by having some of this information, it can help the human to keep going, because you can see the potentials that are opening because of what you're doing. So it's not about expecting something outside of you to come in, or to depend on something outside of you. It is to get the encouragement to be present in yourself, keep walking, keep being you, keep being in your truth, keep growing, keep evolving. And in that presence and growth, meet the things that are coming. So, that being said, what they said about 2021 first is that 2021 is a year of secrets no longer held. And they said that secrets will evaporate in the sun, like the mist in the sun when it clears in the warmth and light in the morning. And they said that this will come in waves, or will be experienced through waves. And they said that it will not be as the humans are expecting. In different types of communities, or, you know, groups of people holding different types of perspectives and frequencies, there are certain expectations of what will come and what secrets will be, you know, up in the light. And they said that it will be a year of shock or shocks for humanity. Not necessarily, you know, there will be surprises for everyone, kind of, they said. So it will be felt as waves of shock throughout the year. Then they said that 2022 is a year of coming together. And they said that it will be coming together with people, tribes, and this is because the frequency attracts on a whole different level than what we have been used to. And they said that there are a lot of people in this work, or in this field, if that's even the right word to use, that experience different, you know, loneliness, or that it's, you know, hard to be in this position, that's not really a good word either. There are a lot of things that are not easy to find good words on. But that it's, you know, we have more connections maybe online, but that it's to different extents for different people, the walk and the awakening that many people are experiencing starting now, that will be quicker than the process many of the people that awakened earlier were going through. That will start shifting in 22, because the frequency will be different. And also what many of us are experiencing now, that manifestations are speeding up, which has to do with the frequency and we understanding more how to use our energy and how to work with creation. This is a bit in the same way, because we get to understand energy more. And also with the process of coming more into our own truth and really our own, you know, being in integrity and in our authenticity. That process that we're coming through, kind of, and also the frequency shift and, you know, all these pieces put together will make it so that people will start coming together more quickly and in a very different way than it has been up to now. Then they said that 2023 depends. They said that they didn't want to say too much about 23 because it depends a lot on the choices of people and how like these next couple of years will be and the choices humanity makes with those things. They said there are many potential timelines for how 23 might be, but all of them are leading up to 24, and 24 being a year of change in the history of Earth. And this was a message I also got back in the beginning of March when this whole situation started. They were also talking about 24, which I have not been sharing before either, kind of the same reason that I was talking about initially in this video. But I said that it's important to know that it's, even though it's a process going over a long period of what we experience as time and our lives, it is changing. And even though it might not feel that it's changing quickly when we are in the midst of it and in the thick of it, and you know, it's maybe like one better day and then it's like head down in something else, or people are also experiencing, you know, that 2020 is the best year of their life. And that's kind of the shift that more people will be having because of the change, the integration and the growth and coming more into unity within ourselves and understanding energy, which is what will really shift a lot of things in the sense of how we are meeting the things we experience and the situations put in front of us. And so all of this is leading up to 24 being a year of change in Earth's history. And they said that it can almost be seen as a volcano. So when you have an active volcano and you have the trembling and then you have the eruption and you have the fear, you have the release, you have the change, and you're having this massive freeing of energy, that all comes in layers. And you can see then 24 like the year where the volcano starts to rest, and the years up to that being different layers of everything that can be sensed, felt, that is going on with an active volcano in that process. Some of it on a very collective level, like happening for everyone at the same time, and some more on an individual level, meaning the energy is affecting, you know, something that I need to integrate, and then something else to integrate for someone else, and we might experience a lot of the same things at different times, but all are going through all of these sort of processes in layers up to then. And then they said that so like it's also energy within the earth and consciousness within the earth that is going to rise. I will probably at some time make an own video on that, I guess. It sounds like. But when there's this peak of energy, it will happen a shift. Just like within us, we feel this like crunchy type of period, like when we're going through something, and then we feel this huge opening and expansion, and we're having like so many aha moments, and it's like suddenly, yes, now I got it, and then we're like into this contracted, like holy crap, like I don't get this, and what is happening, and what am I feeling now? And you know, this type of experience is sort of the same with the energy suddenly like peaking, and then there is a change and an opening. Is something that is happening like with the consciousness held within the earth as well. But I said then that from 24 up to, or the whole decade up to 2030, there will be implementation of the changes that has occurred. So we will see a lot of changes being like coming into more sort of a system over those years, is how I'm being shown this. So they say that this decade is really about awareness, consciousness, and growth. And that is the big awakening, the great awakening. And so the great divide that we are in now will lead to unity, which is very easy to forget when we see how the world is, and how massive the divide is, and how intense it is. It's so easy to be sort of pulled into that drama and the conflict, and feeling hopeless and powerless. But by remembering that the way we use our energy and the growth we have within us, and the more we step into our own power, our own authenticity, and we are being more and more, you know, playing in the world, and showing up in the world in our own frequency, and being true to who we are, that is what will, you know, the divide sort of pushes us to do, which will create unity. And so this decade, they said, also is about change, growth, and beauty. And that we, after these processes, will look back and be in awe of the work that we have done. So I hope this can help you. Hope this can be empowering for you. And please pass the video on to others that you think can resonate with it. And you take what resonates just discard the rest. I'm simply sharing the messages that I've been getting, and I really hope it can assist you on your way. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!